Okay, so thank you. First and foremost, thank you for being here. Also, I want to send my condolences to the family. I know the grief in their loved one, and it's sorry that, again, on Saturday night we had another tragedy and we lost another member of our community. So that being said, on Saturday around 9 p.m. or so, we received a call for shots fired of a shooting. Our officers responded, and unfortunately, we found a 19-year-old male who had received a fatal gunshot wound. At that point, our officers secured the scene. We notified our detectives. Detectives, obviously, under the command of Captain Roger Hospital, who's here today, they responded and they took the lead of the homicide. The victim was a 19-year-old who was identified as Juan Carlos Morales. His date of birth is 7/12/2003. As far as we know, he's a member of our community. We were able to notify some of his family members. We also heard that he's an immigrant from another country, and he has family in Guatemala.
Chief, what else can you tell us about the shooting? Do you know anything about what preceded it?
So it sounds to us that they were all gathered. It was a beautiful night on Saturday. As you know, we had major events in the city, as the mayor stated. It was a beautiful night, and there was a gathering. It appears that they were drinking, and at some point, our victim walked away from the group with our suspect behind them. They went behind a building next to the concession stand, and at that point, a shot was heard, and the victim was found dead, which died at the scene.
Where was he shot?
He was shot in the chest.
So were they all there together and then they went off to the side type of thing?
So yeah, that park right in Valley and Barstow, it's pretty busy for that side of the city and our community members, and it's usually our officers go there, obviously close the park around 9 p.m. And yes, they were there gathering, they were drinking. It was just a Saturday night, and it appears that it was a group of males that were there all together. And as I just stated, our victim walked away from the group with an individual, and that's what occurred. He ended up getting shot and killed there.
So, Chief, it sounds like you've identified the suspect.
So the investigation is actively progressing. We have a person of interest. And yes, and once we'll be able to release their name, we'll provide it to you. But I'll tell you, I commend the work of the detective division, who immediately responded, gathered evidence, the officers in the district who responded, identified witnesses, and that's what it takes. It takes proactive police work, and that's what this department does day in and day out to guarantee the safety of this city.
Was there some kind of altercation that might have happened between these two people?
So it sounds like they had some sort of feud going on between them, and at that point, it's something we have a theory, so we have to investigate that further. But that's what it sounds like, and again, it's unfortunate that occurred.
Do you have the weapon?
I'm sorry, Joy?
Do you have the weapon?
Do we have the weapon? Not at this point, no. But again, it's I'll tell you this, that this was a targeted case. It's not like, the community is safe, and yeah, go ahead, Gina.
Is the person of interest in custody? Is that what you meant?
So no, they're not. We're actively, progressively investigating, and we're going after that person once we have what we need in place.
Was it just one gunshot in total?
Correct.
From what you're describing, Chief, it sounds like the victim was actually trying to defuse it, trying to walk away. Is that accurate?
So I'll tell you again, it's just an actively progressive investigation, and we have a theory, and then once we have it all in place, we'll be able to share that with you. So
Any other people involved, or do you think there was one suspect?
it looks that it was just these two, our victim and our suspect at this point.
Do we know if they were friends? Did they have a relationship?
It looks like they knew each other. It also looks like they were with that group together. Everyone that was in that group knew each other, so it would lead us to believe that definitely they knew each other.
Do you know much more about this gathering? Was this just a Saturday night type of gathering? Was it a birthday party? Do you know anything else?
It's a Saturday night, and again, Amanda, it's one of those parks where there's a lot of members of our community that utilize it, including this group that was there together. So I don't think there was a specific event. I don't think it was a specific birthday party. It's just a park that is utilized like any other park in our city, where individuals on a nice day just want to get together and gather together. But unfortunately, obviously, events like this and violence like this occurs in our city, which is senseless.
Can you say what the closure rate is so far this year?
So far we've had 6. This is our 6th murder, but I'll tell you, out of the 6, in 3 of them we have made arrest. And actually, we're pretty confident that we should be able to do something with this 4th one. So out of the 6, we have 3 that we have made arrest, and we have a progressive, active investigations on this 4th one. So, or 66%. Sorry?
Can you spell the name of the victim?
The victim is, yes, is Juan, Juan, Carlos, Carlos, Morales, Morales.
Chief, do you know much more about the victim? I understand he's an immigrant. Do you know how long he's been here in Rhode Island, what he's done for work, where he's gone to school?
So he's a 19-year-old. We know that he came from Guatemala. It appears that he was in the city. We have a couple of addresses in the city that we confirm with family members, immediate family members. But to confirm with you, we really don't know exactly where he was laying his head at night when he was sleeping. But we know we have enough to believe that he was a city resident. We spoke to Dad, and like I said, Mom is out of the country in Guatemala, so I'm just not sure. I don't know if the captain has any of that info as far as how long he's been in the country.
I don't know.
So we don't have any of that, Amanda. I'm sorry.
Okay, no, I was just
Yeah.
wondering if you knew a little bit more about who this guy was.
No, not other than we just told you. It seems to me that just another person who came to this country to try and make a change in his life, and unfortunately lost his life on Saturday night.
So his dad's in Providence, his mom's
Correct.
but his mom hasn't been notified.
The parents and the aunt and the dad, as for the last time we spoke to Dad, that was what he was going to do to notify the mother.
Is that it? Just 19
Gina.
years old. Do we assume everyone else was younger? Just react to that. It's tough to hear this type of stuff.
It is hard to hear this type of stuff, and I tell you that it's unfortunate. He's 19 years old. It's an early evening hour, and one of our nice parks in the city, and it's sort of close to assume that it was a young group of males and others that were gathered together in that particular night in our city, enjoying the day. So.
Chief, what was the reaction in the aftermath? Did people in the gathering try to render aid to him? Did they try to chase the suspect? I mean, this is pretty shocking to have this happen on a Saturday evening in this park.
So as far as our officers, when they responded immediately, I mean, they, like I said earlier, I can't stop commending the work of them. They got the call and they responded immediately. So at that point, we were able to secure witnesses. We were able to secure what we needed. We also know that the suspect had fled at that point. So I'm sure that once you hear what occurred, and if they knew each other, it's like anything else. But we responded pretty quick, so I don't think there was any time for anybody to go anywhere. So. Donnie. It's right up Valley and Boston. It's Donegan, yeah, that's it. Donegan. Sorry, it's the pronunciation. I got to make sure that I get it right. Yeah, Donegan.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much.